Montreal Canadiens hockey on Sportsnet is presented by Rogers. Always a little extra energy in the Bell Center when it's Chicago and Montreal. The teams can feel it here tonight as well, with both looking to get back on track. Here's a look at your starting netminders tonight. Corey Crawford gets the call for Chicago, 2-0-2 in his career against Montreal with a .944 save percentage, while Carey Price is 3-1 in his career against Chicago with a 1.49 goals against, the lowest he has against any team. And we're underway as Subban will bank it right up ahead for Plekanec, who tips it in. Nicholas Hjalmarsson will get it off the glass and right back out, forcing Subban to go get it on an early icing call against Chicago.
As we take a look at Michel Therrien behind the bench. Talked to Michel before the game. He hasn't been happy, and the last game in particular, they haven't gotten off to a good start. And it's been 10 times now, John, where they've given up the first goal, and tonight that's something Michel Therrien wants to avoid.
Taves and Desharnais for the draws are tangled up. Pacioretty comes in to help out, trying to fight off Taves. It's knocked in front and picked off by Johnny Oduya. Oduya falls down to the corner, now swipes it away. It's back of the line. Subban will shoot it back in. It goes off the stick and floats over the glass in the netting and out of play.
Yeah, talking about the starts, and PK Subban, like the rest of the Montreal Canadiens, didn't have a great night against the Calgary Flames here on Sunday night. He wasn't alone, though. Tough to find any Montreal Canadian Sunday night here at the Bell Center that had a great night, John.
Now Lars Eller will come out for Montreal. Scoring off against Andrew Shaw, who's on that second line center position for Chicago. Eller tossed out, though. Parenteau in to take it. Keith hands it off for Seabrook. Banked off the boards, held in by Parenteau. And that one goes off the stick and out of play. We get our third whistle here in just over 30 seconds.
Both teams kind of just feeling each other out right now, and for the Canadiens, when you're playing a team like Chicago Blackhawks, you want to try and find a way to slow down their big guns.
Seabrook tied up by Bourque in the corner. Parenteau in to help out. Keith will go after it. Parenteau brings it to the point. Gilbert there. He'll try to throw it back in. It's blocked, and Shaw goes after it. Tangled up with Lars Eller. Keith trying to help out. Parenteau knocked it away. Rene Bourque's on it. Tries to come out front, and he throws it through the crease. Demelin pinching in on a penalty coming up here. And a slashing call against Chicago. We'll see the Canadiens get the first power play of the night.
Real good shift by Montreal's third line. I like the play by Rene Bourque, taking that puck hard to the net there. That's something he needs to bring to his game on a night in and night out basis. When he does that, he is such an effective player. And you look at Bourque right here, drops the shoulder, and he's a big guy, about 217 pounds, and he's very tough for defensemen to handle when he decides to take that puck to the cage.
And the Canadiens will get an early opportunity on their power play, which has been talked a lot about by the team lately, with just 3 power play goals, all coming at home. One of them even being an empty net goal as the Hawks pick it off, and Johnny Oduya will get it down the ice.
A little bit different look for the Canadiens power play. Gallagher out with Galchenyuk and Plekanec here on this first unit. Subban Markov mounting the points.
Markov will lift it in. Hjalmarsson going after it. Plekanec trying to bat it away. Galchenyuk will swipe at it in the corner. Now Gallagher comes over to help out. Dug away by Kruger. Comes free, and the Hawks are away with it. Here's Smith. He's on his own, and he'll just slide it into the Canadian zone. Subban back to get it. PK Subban drops it off for Markov. Andrei Markov stopped before he can enter the Chicago zone, and Desharnais is there to back him up. Parenteau back for Desharnais. Over to Subban, who rings it in. Hustling after it is Seabrook. Try to chip it up on the wing. Can't get to it. Desharnais will feed Markov. Across to Subban. Has a look. Tried to float it towards the net, but he lost a handle on it, and Hosa's going to take it. He'll feed it up for Jonathan Taves. Taves in for Chicago. Tried to throw it back out, but couldn't hang on to the puck, and Desharnais will lead the rush back the other way. Desharnais trying to feed it over for Parenteau. P.A. Parenteau knocked it down. Has a look towards the net. Feeds Desharnais. Back up high for Gilbert. Gilbert takes his time. Subban calling for it. Now he's got to tease it up. That goes off the skate of Oduya in front. Desharnais back for Gilbert. Gilbert off for Desharnais. Centered in front. Play. Oh, and a chance. Pacioretty got the shot, and then Parenteau at the side of the net. Stopped by Crawford. Subban on it again. PK Subban throws it in front. Off the skate. Kruger lifts the stick. Gilbert's got it back. Here's Gilbert leaving it for Subban. Power play about to expire. Keith back out of the box. Desharnais for Parenteau. It hopped over his stick, and Oduya's got it. He'll get it off the glass, and the Hawks get it out.
Pretty good pressure by the Canadiens in the latter parts of that power play.
Now a mad scramble in front of the Chicago bench as they were in the middle of a change. Rundblatt will bank it in. Weaver has a look over his shoulder. Jeremy Morin sucking in on him. Trust will try to tip it up. Trevor Van Riemsdyk will keep it in deep. Now Bourque going after it. Morin there first. Dropped it down low. Barzell tried to swing it out. He'll get to it and sends it down the ice. The Canadiens will get called for icing with Rundblatt back for Chicago.
Well, the Canadiens' power play, like I mentioned, starting to generate some chances. And P.A. Parenteau on the back door just about slips that rebound, and that about an inch higher there. And he would have had Corey Crawford coming across. Just wasn't able to elevate that puck just enough.
Here's Kane for Versteeg with a shot. Blocked on its way to the net. Eller trying to get to it. Taves lifts his stick, but it is cleared out by Lars Eller all the way down the ice. And he'll get caught for icing again.
Like I mentioned, it's been tough for the Canadiens' power play this season. And at home, they're 37%. But a little bit misleading when you look at those numbers. One of those goals came in an empty net, and the other two weren't particularly great plays as well.
Keith got it back down low, but Rene Bourque there waiting for it. Hands it off for Eller, hopped over his stick, and Seabrook will give it back to Keith as the Hawks back up with it. Brent Seabrook drops it off for Patrick Kane. Kane up for Taves. He'll try to catch up to it. Jonathan Taves played it back to the net. Subban there around the boards. Presley's a body. Can't get the puck out past Kane. Patrick Kane for Chris Versteeg. Yemelin racing after it. Beat Taves to the puck as he chops it around for the Canucks. But will slide it up to Rene Bourque. And Bourque cleared it to center for Prust, who will help it the rest of the way into the Chicago zone. Seabrook flips it high in the air. Subban will settle it down with Sharp chasing him. Subban had to get away from Sharp and then had to dodge Hossa, who was coming in. Puck cleared back into the Canadian zone again. PK Subban is on it. Subban brings it around the glass, and that one ends up out of play as everyone ducks for cover on the Montreal bench.
Just going to take another look at that Canadiens' power play. And early on, a little bit of the same what we've been seeing most of the season. Bad entries, and Subban just kind of mishandles that. A little bit of a double clutch, but they're able to get it together later on. And Parenteau on the back door just about beat Corey Crawford. So a little bit of the good and the bad of this first power play for the Canadiens, which has been the story of this team. A lot of people were wondering when this power play is going to start to get going.
Manny Malhotra out there for the draw for the Canadiens. Third in NHL face-off win percentage at 63.4 as he wins that one. What about? Back for Malhotra. Drops it for Dale Weiss. Weiss fires, and it's blocked away by Corey Crawford. Markov waiting with it. Markov fires. Crawford the save. Rebound in front. Cleared away by Hjalmarsson. Subban throws it back along the blue line, and now Hjalmarsson will clear it out for the Hawks. Markov banks it away from Sharp. What about? Tips it back in. Hjalmarsson going after it as Weiss will give chase. Handing it off for Johnny Oduya. Oduya appeared in his 600th career game Sunday at home against the Jets. Weaver laying out the body in the corner. Weiss going after it. Weaver's got it back as Versteeg tries to collect himself and is now back to his feet. Malhotra will tip it out, and the Hawks get it back. And now Weaver gets dumped back behind the play at the blue line. Versteeg still unhappy with him about the call. And there will be a penalty here as Weaver laid out that hit on Versteeg in the corner. That's what prompted all of this.
Weaver pulling his glove out on the ice and saying, "What's that all about?" And I think Weaver's Weaver's going to go
Weaver's going as well
for
unsportsmanlike conduct.
And I'm not sure why. He was looking at both referees and saying, giving the what did I do? But I think you're right. It's back to the hit that Weaver threw in the corner earlier on Christopher Versteeg, and that was a clean body check, so not too sure what Versteeg's problem was with the hit.
So we'll get a little 4-on-4 hockey here now, with both Versteeg and Weaver in the box. Here's Markov playing it by Desharnais, and the puck is back down into the Hawk zone, but they are on the wrong side there, and that'll be an icing call. They'll bring it back into the Canadiens' end with 5 seconds gone in the 4-on-4 hockey. So a little extra open ice. Desharnais out there against Taves for the draw. Jonathan Taves has won over 50% of his faceoffs in 8 straight games. There's a shot. Taves tried to bat it at the net. Price blocked it away. Kane's got it. Back for Taves, and he fired, and that one went wide. Pacioretty trying to knock it. Markov got it out. Here's Desharnais with it. Desharnais down in on the wing, going to the net. Dropped it for Markov with a backhander right on, and it's blocked by Crawford, who hangs on. Scoreless so far at the Bell Center with the Hawks and Habs with Canadiens Hockey on Sportsnet.
Mikhail Bourneval is lacing up tonight for the first time this season with the Habs. After spending the first 4 games in the press box, he was sent down to Hamilton. Then he was called up, went right back into the press box. He said this morning that every day he was out of the lineup, he focused on working a little bit harder than the day before. And now that he's finally gotten the call, he's ready to prove that he belongs here. Coach Terrien said that last season, Bourneval was able to work his way into the lineup right out of camp because they had so many injuries. But this year, everyone's healthy. So while they like his work ethic and his skill set, they're still trying to figure out how he'll fit in on the team. John?
Mikhail Bourneval had 1 goal in his past 41 regular season games and another 14 playoff games, so trying to find that right role for him where he can at least use his speed and get in on the forecheck, but the goal scoring was a little tough for him down the latter stretch of last season. 4-on-4 hockey continues. Oduya up with the puck for Chicago. He's going to wait. Johnny Oduya leaves it for Patrick Kane. Back for Oduya. Goes up for Hjalmarsson. Cross ice and brought in. Here's Kane with it. Patrick Kane trying to play it. Lost a little bit of a handle on it there. Now he gets it back, and he'll loop around the goal. Patrick Kane.
Lots of ice for Patrick Kane. This is when he's most dangerous.
And that puck gets tipped into the Canadiens bench and out of play with 1:04 remaining in the 4-on-4 hockey.
You look at Patrick Kane here, and one of the most dynamic, exciting players in the NHL. Whenever I think of Patrick Kane, too, I always think of him on the ice, stick handling around those hundreds of pucks. Some of the quickest sets of hands you'll see in the league right now. Just such a fun player, and I'll never forget watching him at that All-Star game when he threw on the Superman cape, and I tell you what, the kids just love this guy.
Here's Markov to Subban. Return pass. Markov will bring it in. Andrei Markov stops, takes a quick shot, but Crawford got the glove on that one with Parenteau heading towards that.
Nice patience by Markov, just kind of snaking his way in the zone and getting a quick shot on net. And Markov, who leads all Montreal Canadiens in ice time with just over 25 minutes. You'd often think it would be PK Subban, but it's Andrei Markov that's been logging the most minutes for all Habs players this year.
Lars Eller tossed out of the draw, and Jonathan Taves decides his stick will get thrown out here as well. He's going to go get a new one at the bench. Square off with P.A. Parenteau. Taves tied up by Parenteau. He got it for Markov. Pass across. Subban is on it. Takes the shot. Puck gets tipped and just goes wide. Lars Eller was right there looking for it at the side of the net. Heller knocked it away from Taves. Markov throwing it in front off the leg of Parenteau. Subban behind the back pass to Markov, firing, and Eller deflected that one, and it goes wide. Sharp has got it. He'll play it out at center. Markov intercepts. Parenteau spins away from Sharp. Now we'll slide it up for Markov, who lets Lars Eller take it. Eller had a goal against the Flames on Sunday. picks up the pass here at center, leaves it for Markov, and Andre Markov will throw it to the corner with Pacioretty going after it. Chopped away by Duncan Keith. Keith has to stop to escape Pacioretty's forecheck. Seabrook across for Marian Hossa. Hossa in with a low shot that's wide. The 4-on-4 hockey expires, and we're back at 5 aside. Desharnais had it knocked off his stick by Kane at center. Gilbert up with the puck. Sends it ahead for Dale Weiss. Off his stick, deflecting it down. O'Toole will wrap it off for Hjalmarsson. Pacioretty comes in to get a piece of it. Hjalmarsson holds it around. Hossa going after it. Gilbert takes a hit from Hossa on the play. And it is Weiss that'll send it deep. Desharnais up with the puck, trying to escape Hjalmarsson. Kane looking to play it. Weiss there as well. Pacioretty with a bouncing puck will knock it back down low. Hjalmarsson turned it over to Desharnais behind the net. Desharnais up high for Yemelin with a shot back for Desharnais. Oh, he left it wide. David Desharnais with the head down. He knows he had a glorious opportunity there and fired it over the wide open side of the cage.
Oh, poor David Desharnais skating over to the bench a little bit dejected. Makes a nice cross-seam pass, and then a little bit of a broken play ends up back on Desharnais' stick, and he just, I'm not sure, it was just rolling on end, and he wasn't able to settle it down on the one-timer and just blast it over the net. And he had Corey Crawford beaten on that one. Unfortunately, put it high and wide.
Johnny Oduya as well trying to get in the way of that one. As Seabrook has got it back for Chicago. Played up the boards but knocked down by Malhotra. Seabrook after the rolling puck again. This time they'll clear it down the ice. And there won't be much of a race for it here. Weaver well ahead of Versteeg. And that's an icing call against Chicago.
Early on in the 4-on-4, some nifty play by Andre Markov and PK Subban. First it's Markov with the no-look backhand pass, and then PK Subban does it again for good measure. Love watching these two play, especially in 4-on-4 hockey.
Great play by Weaver to keep it in. Here's Plus with a shot, and it's kicked out by Crawford as the puck gets cleared off the glass and back down the ice. Nathan Beaulieu tries to go behind the net. Taken away by Kruger. Versteeg in to help out. Versteeg up high. Here's Van Riemsdyk. Hands it off. Rundblad fires off a stick in front. Quest will catch up to it. Try to clear it out, but it's kept in by Chicago's Kruger. Got it in deep. Ryan Bickle played it back to the corner. Weaver going after it. Can't quite clear it out. Orneval got out of the way of Versteeg, and Malhotra will clear it out for Montreal and head to the bench. Here's Rundblad. Right back in for the Hawks. Throws it wide. Jeremy Morin going after it. Gallagher strips him of the puck. And he'll give it away to Thomas Plekanec. Plekanec to the Chicago line. Oduya cracked it up. Gallagher to the net. Bouncing puck. And Crawford kicked it out.
Another bouncing puck that Galchenyuk just couldn't settle down.
Back the other way. Brandon Saad gets split through the fence. He's knocked down by Yemelin. He's right back on his feet and on the puck again. Here's Saad with it. Brandon Saad dropping it down low. Swung back by Richards. Gilbert after it in the corners. He'll get it away from Jeremy Morin right in front. Richards had the pass go off the skate. Now centers it. Here's Saad. Backhander step by Price. Right side Price. Oh my stars. What a play by Carey Price. Makes the big stop and then punched the puck out of the air and did not allow it to go into the goal. How about that?
Talk about acrobatics from Carey Price. Unbelievable series of saves.
They're on their feet here at the Bell Center for Carey Price. Spectacular once again for the Habs.
Well, Carey Price just bailed out his Montreal teammates from going down 1-0 early in this game. And it's Brad Richards with the little backhand out the side, and Jeremy Morin thinks he has a goal until Carey Price reaches back with his blocker, and I think he just stabs that out of the air like a second baseman and just shovels it over the net. Unbelievable save by Price, and the awareness to know where that puck is in the air and knock it out of harm's way. Great stuff from Carey Price.
And now a power play for Chicago. Alexei Yemelin in the box for hooking, so the Hawks with their first man advantage of the night as Markov will get it, and he'll ring it off the boards all the way down the ice. Crawford out of the goal. Hands it off for Patrick Sharp. Sharp had 7 shots on net against the Jets on Sunday. In fact, he leads the NHL with 53 shots. He's been a sharp shooter. Here's Kane. Circling. Now trying to set it up for Chicago. Gives it off for Sharp. They'll float it into the Canadian zone. Weaver trying to clear it out. Sharp holds it. Hands it across for Duncan Keith. Jonathan Toews back for Keith. Traffic in front. Keith walks the line. Now hands it off for Toews. Back for Keith. Took it on the backhand. Feeds it to Sharp. He'll fire. Price stopped that one. And Toews is quickly back on it. Here's Sharp with it. Tees it up. That one went wide. His Price may have been screened. He didn't react to it. Toews handing it off. Here's Shaw. Back to the point. Scores! Duncan Keith with a shot with traffic in front, and it gets through Price. A power play goal, and the Hawks strike first.
I think Jonathan Toews is going to get credit for this one, and the Hawks doing a great job of establishing the point shot earlier, and that's going to open things up. And Toews in the corner, all of a sudden he gets to the front of the net, and right in front of Carey Price. So he can't see this Duncan Keith shot, just gets a stick on it and tips it right between the wickets of Carey Price.
So the Blackhawks with the opening goal. And for Jonathan Toews, that's his 200th career goal as well for the captain. Here's Hjalmarsson. Up for Versteeg. Tipped up on the wing. That gets stopped though by PK Subban. Bickle there as well, and now he's dumped in. Subban will clear it out. Hjalmarsson chasing back after the puck into his own zone. Rene Bourque's on him. Bickle will deflect it in. That'll go back down the ice as the Hawks get called for icing. Captain Sirius, 200 career goals, and he's got the first one in the game here tonight.
Yeah, I like the fact that the Blackhawks came out shooting on that power play, and that's the key. You have to soften up the penalty killers early on in the game, and the Blackhawks took about 3 or 4 point shots before they eventually got one, and a great tip by Toews.
Desharnais lines up against Versteeg. Pacioretty for Weaver. Across. Beaulieu fires. Blocked by Bickle, and he'll go one-legged across to the bench after taking that shot in the shin pad. Canadians called for the offside as Bickle hobbles on the Chicago bench.
Well, the Montreal Canadiens' first period struggles continue. And just take a look at this graphic right here. You look at the goals for Montreal in first period so far this year. Only 5 goals for, 13 against. And look at the shot differential, 36 and 139 against. And I think this is now the 11th time they've given up the first goal. So pretty compelling stats for these first periods for the Canadiens.
Here comes Patrick Kane. Kane leading the rush. Had it knocked off his stick by Subban. Keith follows up. Smith will get it down low. Kane being watched in the corner by Desharnais. Now goes up for Keith. Keith sends it down low. Subban will break that up, getting it off the glass and out. Keith moves it up for Toews. He'll lift it right back in. Markov going after it. And he's got it in the corner, chipping it for Subban. Immediately met by Toews, but he'll hand it off for Gallagher. And the Canadians start back out. Pacioretty with it. Handing it off. Gallagher on the rush. Trying to get the shot towards the net, but it was tipped away. Gallagher in the corner. Tied up by Kane, waiting for his line mates to come out and help them on the line change as Hjalmarsson is on it. Hjalmarsson cleared to center. Bolger broke it up. Galchenyuk has got it. Alex Galchenyuk back for Weaver. Across for Nathan Bolger. Trying to connect with Galchenyuk. Hjalmarsson will knock it away. Hjalmarsson in his 400th career game tonight. Also will bring it in. Sending it back for Shaw. Tied up by Bolger. Here's Sharp trying to get one to the net. That one goes over the goal. Lundblad lays it back into the corner. Bolger is there around the boards. Galchenyuk waiting for it. At the line, Lundblad kept it in. Pumped by Galchenyuk. Alex Galchenyuk actually leads the Canadians in hits this year with 24. And now Bolger tripped up by Hossa, and a penalty coming up to Chicago. Gallagher for Nathan Bolger. He'll turn around and let Price get to the bench. The extra attacker is out. Subban is on it. Canadians get the line change. So to the Hawks. Here comes Subban. Feeding it up ahead. Desharnais trying to get by Keith. He can't do it. And the puck is knocked away as the Canadians will go to the power play when we return. But Jonathan Toews has the Hawks up 1-0 in Montreal. Join Club 1909 and collect points for just being a fan. Exchange them for money can't buy products and experiences. Tonight's unique game code is Jersey. Log on to your club1909.com account in the next 15 minutes and earn 5 points by entering this code.
The Montreal Canadiens are going to get an opportunity from their second power play tonight, and it's Marian Hossa that's the culprit here as he gets caught reaching here, and he's just going to extend the stick a little bit on Nathan Beaulieu, and that's good enough to get a tripping minor.
Hjalmarsson has got it, and he'll ice the puck to start off the power play for Montreal. Price will set it up for Markov. Gives it off to PK Subban. Subban brings it into the Hawk zone. Hjalmarsson trying to get to it, but he lost it along the boards, and now it is cleared away by Marcus Kruger. Price can't touch it, and Markov has got it. Andre Markov, pass for Subban, out of his reach. Turned over at center is Johnny Oduya, will dump it right back in. Price hands it out for Markov. Andre Markov going back for PK Subban, up for Max Pacioretty. Pacioretty goes in off the glass. Parenteau there waiting for it. Tried to go back down low. Seabrook went to hammer it around. Pacioretty got in the way of that. Now swung it around as Subban comes in, knocking it off the stick of Brandon Saad, but Saad gets it back and he'll clear it all the way down the ice.
The Hawks just a little quicker in the zone to loose pucks. The Canadians have to start getting more guys to those loose pucks.
Markov and Subban, a little give and go. Now Markov fires it in. Plekanec going after it. Checked by Hjalmarsson. Throws it back of the goal. But it is Smith that'll bank it off the boards and get it back down the ice again. Fans getting restless here at the Bell Center on this power play.
The Blackhawks, a very good team on the penalty kill this year. 91.9%. Good enough for third in the NHL.
Here's Plekanec. Dumping it in. Gallagher going after it. Brendan Gallagher tied up by Keith. And now Saad tried to swipe it away. Gallagher got it back. He's knocked down as he rings it around the boards. Beaulieu waiting for it. Nathan Beaulieu. Down for Gallagher. Gallagher back for Plekanec. Plekanec off for Gallagher again. Banks it off. Galchenyuk up high. Subban throws it towards the net, and that one missed. Power play about to expire. Beaulieu fires. Stopped by Crawford. Great save made by Corey Crawford as that puck was flipped up in the air, but he got the glove out on it and snagged it with a maze of red sweaters hanging around his crease.
And I love the decision by Nathan Beaulieu to finally just say enough's enough. Let's get some shots to the net here. It doesn't matter that he's on a bad angle. He gets that perfect height on the shot, about 2 feet off the ice, and fires it right at Corey Crawford. And that's a shot where you're not trying to score. You're just trying to get a rebound. And Beaulieu with a great job of hitting the net. And the Canadians just about got their first goal of the night.
Well, Lars Eller lost the draw to Shaw, but they didn't like it. And they're going to throw Lars Eller out. That's a couple of times tonight that Eller's been tossed out of the draw. Shaw wins it away from Prust. Seabrook off for Oduya. Cleared around the boards, and Sharp has got it. 1-on-1 against Gilbert. Bill chipping in. Yemelin going after the puck. Let's say Yemelin took the hit. Prust comes over to help out. He's bumped to the play. Hawks come up with it. Wraparound attempt by Hossa, but he can't tuck it in. Lars Eller back the other way for Montreal. Hands it off for Prust. Center to the net. Crawford poked it away with Bork heading to the goal. Now Bork with his stick tied up. Kicked it back for Eller. Couldn't make a play. Shaw will get it out. Hossa can't find it at the line. Eller dumps it back in. Corey Crawford leaves it for Rundblad. Shaw trying to work it up the board. Picked off. Dale Weiss in front. Can't pull the trigger as Van Riemsdyk got in his way. Jeremy Morin will fight it into the Canadian zone. Nathan Beaulieu pops it off for Weaver. Played it right up the middle. Nearly turned it over to Richards, and it's swatted away by Nathan Beaulieu. Here's Desharnais. Up for Pacioretty. Drops it. Desharnais trying to go to the net, and Keith won't let him get there. Duncan Keith feeds it up for Jeremy Morin. Trying to come in. Weaver knocked it off his stick. Then Weaver gets stuffed by Morin. Goes crashing in the end boards. Long trying to find the puck. Nathan Beaulieu is there to help out. And Beaulieu will play it across to Pacioretty. Max Pacioretty got by Seabrook. Can't get in with a shot. Centered in front and went right through Weiss. Duncan Keith back out for Richards. Richards has a look around. Doesn't want to dump it in yet. Lets the Hawks finish their change. And now we'll send it to the Canadian zone. Price moves it across for Subban. Up the boards for Gallagher. Got by him and down the ice. Galchenyuk trying to get to it. Chalmerson first on it. Now Galchenyuk will tie him up in the corner. Feeds it across for Kane. Patrick Kane lost it. Plekanec on net. Stopped by Crawford. Here's Gallagher waiting back of the goal. Brendan Gallagher finding a little room. Plekanec has got the stick loaded for the shot of the slide. He'll go to the point. Markov shoots. Stopped by Crawford. Galchenyuk was in front. Galchenyuk on it. Tried the pass there. Crawford got the stick in the way to break it up. And it's cleared out. And Galchenyuk throwing his weight around on Oduya back in the Chicago zone. That's an example of why Galchenyuk leads the Canadians in hits so far this year. Rene Bourque trying to lead the attack. That puck bounced at the line and Parenteau couldn't hold it in. It ends up being an offside against Montreal.
The Montreal Canadiens are starting to direct a lot of shots on goal. And the Chicago Blackhawks, who lead the NHL with shots on goal, are just keeping things simple tonight. Patrick Sharp, no play, just chips it in. Turns into a chance by Marian Hossa down low. When things aren't going well, like they are for the Blackhawks right now, you just have to simplify.
Corey Crawford has gone to the Chicago bench to get the edge on his skate, I think, fixed up here. Maybe kicked the goalpost on the play, so he'll get that attended to.
I like what the Canadians are doing. Obviously, Michel Therrien is stressing they have to get more shots on goal, and early on, I believe they have 11 shots on goal to Chicago's 4, so they're just starting to direct a lot more pucks on net, and eventually when you do that, you're going to start scoring more.
Crawford's got that edge back. He only has to survive a minute 28 here, and he could always get it freshly sharpened in the intermission.
Now, is there a goaltender in the league that gets less respect than Corey Crawford for what he's done in his short career?
In similar fashion, the way Chris Osgood used to be talked about in Detroit, yet was a winner with the Red Wings. Puck cleared down the ice, icing here against Chicago. They'll bring it back to the Hawk zone.
Yeah, Osgood's a great comparison. You look at both goaltenders, they both have Stanley Cups, and you go back to Crawford with his cup run, his only cup with the Blackhawks, very easily could have won the Conn Smythe Trophy that year. I thought he was exceptional. They ended up giving it, I believe, to Patrick Kane, but Crawford, a big part of that cup win.
And of course, he worked with goaltending coach Stefan Wade, who's now here in Montreal, working with Carey Price. There's Kruger. Up with it for the Hawks. Plays it in as Gilbert goes after it. Bickle trying to chase him down. Lars Heller cuts in front of his own net. That was dangerous, but he got it out. Bourque dumps it in. Keith going after it. Heller trying to take it away, but Bickle's there, and he'll move it up for Smith. Smith gains the line. Here's Smith with a shot. Blockered away by Price. Lars Heller back up with it. He'll bank it ahead, out of the reach of Bourque. And that will end up being an icing call against the Canadians, and they'll end up with a face-off in their own zone.
Carey Price, only 6 shots on net in this first period. But out of those 6, I'd say at least 4 of them have been great scoring chances. He's had to be on his game early on. And we're going to watch Smith here. That's a pretty close, in-tight opportunity by Smith, and Price made that one look easy.
And he makes a big stop right off the draw, flashing out the left pad. Yemelin laid it up on the wing. Oduya takes the hit from Parenteau. Now knocked down. Shaw trying to get it out. Hossa for Shaw into the corner. Hit by Yemelin. Heller tries to go up the boards, and he'll get it to the line by Oduya. And that one ends up back down the ice. Now the Canadians can get the line change. Chalmerson lays it up through center. Ends up right on net. Price has got it. And Price will play it up for Shaw. But he couldn't handle it. Pass to the wrong team.
Barely given away.
Here's Pacioretty for Markov. The trailer off his stick coming in. Couldn't get to it. And Sharp will run out of time as he can't get a shot away either. But a close call at the end of the period for the Canadians.
Carey Price has to be counting his lucky stars on that one and just about gave that puck away to Andrew Shaw as he gets a tap from his teammates on the way out.
Canadians outshoot the Hawks 11-5 in the first period, but a power play goal by Jonathan Toews has Chicago up 1-0 after 20. Thanks very much, Chantal, and going through the statistical numbers so far in this game. But as a player watching this one, how do you see the opening 20 for the Canadians, just looking at how they're playing?
Well, a little bit sloppy earlier on, but for the Canadians, I like the fact that they're shooting the puck more tonight. A little bit unfortunate. That was a good goal by Jonathan Toews, who just good screen, traffic and threat, and led to the Hawks' first goal. But for the Montreal Canadiens, a pretty good period, but they got shorthanded, and you look at the Blackhawks do a nice job moving the puck around, and Toews just gets to the front of the net, gets a stick on it, and it's a nice tip. But later on in the game, I like the response from the Canadians. They started to generate shots, and it didn't matter from where. They had an opportunity to shoot it, they shot it. Get some traffic in front, maybe with a few bounces here and there, this could be a 1-1 or 2-1 game for Montreal right now. I thought that was a pretty good period for them all in all.
And they outshot the Blackhawks in that first period as well, which has been another area of concern so far. So you look here now going into the second period against Chicago in this game tonight, and now you've got to move forward with it. As you said, you had the opportunity, but it's all about how you build the momentum on it.
It is, and I think that is a pretty good period as far as momentum goes. Like you said, the Canadians outshot the Blackhawks, and for me, that's a key. Because you and I both know throughout this short season so far, the Canadians have been the team that have been getting outshot early on in first period. So I think this is a good sign for Montreal tonight.
Well, Jonathan Toews, of course, getting his 200th career goal. He's the 19th player in Blackhawks history to hit the 200-goal plateau in his career as well. So no doubt more milestones to come for Jonathan Toews, but certainly that's a big one to hit in this Chicago franchise, and for him, young in his career as well still.
Yeah, still a pretty young guy when you think you think Jonathan Toews, and right away, well, he must be at least 31, 32 years old for all he's done. A couple of gold medals, Captain Serious, now 2 Stanley Cups with the Chicago Blackhawks, but he's still only 26 years of age. Some people regard him as the best player in the world right now. There's a healthy debate. Some say Sid the Kid, some say Jonathan Toews. But watching him here tonight live, he just does so many little things right each and every shift. And we mentioned face-offs earlier on, John. The only other player that takes more face-offs for their team each night is Claude Giroux. Second in the league is Jonathan Toews. So many little things he does each and every night. Face-offs, just one of those things.
449 career points for Jonathan Toews as well. Here we go with period number 2 with the Hawks and Canadians as Toews is in there for the draw against Plekanec, and Toews will bat it over as Kane hustles after it. Markov trying to knock it away, and it's back into the Chicago zone where Oduya will hand it off for Hjalmarsson. Played up for Kane, got by him at center, down the ice, and that'll be an icing call against the Hawks.
Kind of similar how we started the first period of this game. A lot of icings earlier on, and the action picked up later on in the first period. But like I said earlier, the Canadians, even though they're down 1-0 in this hockey game, I bet you Michel Therrien went in after that first intermission and said, guys, just stick with the game plan, keep shooting pucks, we're on the right track.
Gallagher going after it back in the net. Hjalmarsson there, up the board, Plekanec in front. That was tipped by Gallagher. Crawford got a piece of it. Here's Galchenyuk in front for Plekanec, and his stick tied up, couldn't get a shot. Toews out to center. Seaman played it back to the Hawk line. Now Gallagher is on it. Brendan Gallagher and his stick lifted. Galchenyuk will try to toe drag the puck and instead has to give it off to Markov. Now gets it back. Alex Galchenyuk up for Thomas Plekanec. He'll lift it in. Crawford has a look over his shoulder. Lays it off for Hjalmarsson. Worked it out at center. Gilbert trying to get to it. Gilbert will bank it off the boards. That is broken up by Oduya. Now Desharnais got it. Over to Dale Weiss, and his shot is off the stick of Hjalmarsson as it floats to the net, and Crawford got the glove out on that one. A new season, a new game, and a million reasons to play. Play the new Sportsnet Fantasy Hockey Pool on sportsnet.ca for your chance to win $1 million or a VIP trip for 2 to a 2015-16 NHL regular season game. It's free and easy to play. Get started today at sportsnet.ca/fantasy. Puck goes up in the air. Hossa knocked it down, and now it is brought out by Patrick Sharp as he'll send it back into the Canadian zone. Rice with trouble here, scrambling back to the net, but it's cleared away as Pacioretty is bumped by Shaw. Gilbert back up with it. He'll bank it off for Pacioretty. Trying to fire it in the Hawk zone. It was knocked down by Seabrook. Shaw's got it back. Gives it up for Keith. Desharnais will pick it up. Had to wait for Weiss to clear the zone to stay outside. Dale Weiss slides it over on the boards. Goes after it himself. He'll send it down low. Seabrook off for Keith. And now it is Shaw. They'll work it ahead for Patrick Sharp. Sharp with a high shot that handcuffed Price, but he's able to knock it down and corral the rebound.
Nice job by Carey Price, knocking that puck down, and not the busiest of goaltenders in the first period, but made a couple highlight saves early on, especially the blocker save where he is able to regather himself and saved a pretty well surefire goal earlier on in the first period. Price has been sharp so far tonight.
Versteeg and Malhotra out for this face-off. Markov tried to sneak in a little early. Malhotra won it. Subban comes up with it for the Canadians, banking it off the boards. Versteeg knocked it down, and now Bourneval will get it out. Brandon Prust knocks it down low. Tied up by Rundblad. Bourneval trying to help out. Then Riemsdyk back in the net. He gets bumped by Malhotra. Subban trying to find the puck at his skates, but it's swiped away, and the Hawks will get it out as Rundblad slides it back to the Canadian zone. Markov up for Bourneval. That puck got by him. Malhotra's not going to get to it first. Van Riemsdyk will, and they're calling it icing here, but the officials will have a quick discussion, and Michel Therrien pointing from the bench as well.
Pretty good shift by the Canadians' fourth line, getting a little bit of a forecheck going on. Down low in the Hawks zone as we take a look at Mikel Bourneval playing his first game of the season. Not too many shifts in the first period, but a solid shift by Bourneval and his line mates.
Nathan Beaulieu lays it up ahead. Seabrook tipped it away. Brandon Saad is on it. Saad trying to carry it in. Beaulieu swiped it out past Richards. Eller up for Bork off his skate, and now Penalto will deflect it in. Duncan Keith, long pass, broken up by Nathan Beaulieu, and he'll send it right in on Crawford. Crawford out of the net to play it, hands it off for Keith, goes off the leg of Penalto, the forecheck. Here's Eller, knocking it on goal, and it's blocked by Crawford. Eller for Weaver, across for Beaulieu with the shot. Hit Bork in front of the net, and Richards has got it as the Hawks will get it to center. Nathan Beaulieu after the puck. Richards will try to chase him down. That gets cleared back down the ice. Meanwhile, Morin was tangled up with Penalto, and the change in front of the Chicago bench. Here's Oduya playing it back in. Markov going after it. That'll be called against Chicago, and they'll bring it back to the Blackhawks zone.
Well, Lars Eller's starting to pick things up offensively, but it's Mike Weaver that does a nice job pinching in on the backhand, swats the puck over, and ending up on the stick of Lars Eller, who one-times the puck and gets a great chance on Corey Crawford.
Taves off the draw, one hand on the stick, slides it over as Chalmerson will give it to Kane, feeding it back for Oduya. Johnny Oduya with a high pass, hits over the head of Smith at center, and again the Hawks will be called for icing.
We talked earlier about the Chicago Blackhawks' problems to score goals this season. Well, the Canadians have had their issues as well, and you look at the Canadians players who have yet to light the lamp. Brandon Prust, Rene Bourque, Travis Moen, Matty Malhotra, and Dale Weiss all looking for their first goals of the season. David Desharnais with one. Desharnais has been excellent defensively, though. But Canadians have to start picking up the scoring as far as the secondary scorers are concerned.
Subban trying to hold it. Feeds it up for Dale Weiss. Weiss with a shot, and it's blocked in front. Smith has got it. Floats it out off the leg of Taves, and Taves will backtrack here for Chicago. Chalmerson throws it up. It's picked up by Pacioretty. Got it over to Weiss. Went off his stick. Kane now brings it back in. Patrick Kane being watched by Markov. Waits for help off the bench. He's got it with Keith. Over to Seabrook. Seabrook fires. Stopped by Price. Rebound and a chance for Kane. He knocked it wide. Seabrook throwing it on goal. Blockered away by Price. Markov playing it up the boards. That got stopped by Smith. Desharnais right on top of him. Smith trying to escape Desharnais. Can't fight him off. Subban will get it off the boards. Keith kept it in. Here's Seabrook teeing it up off the stick of Pacioretty, and it bounces off the top of the net and stays out. Keith trying to feed Kane in the slot off his stick. Pacioretty has got it. He has Reese with him. Here comes Pacioretty. Throws it on goal, and it's punched away by the arm of Crawford.
Reese could have had a breakaway there if he wasn't at the end of his shift. Pacioretty was waiting for him to break.
Plekanec drops it off for Gallagher. Brendan Gallagher trying to get it back over to Plekanec. Seabrook falls, and then he comes up with a puck, and he'll swipe it away down the ice. Gilbert going back to get it. Drops it off. Yemelin throws it. And I think that hit someone on the bench. No, they're going to keep going here. Everyone stopped for a second, thinking it was going to hit Kane.
I was waiting for him to blow it down, too. I thought that puck went into the bench for a second.
Here's Yemelin. Up for Plekanec. Dropping to Galchenyuk. Alex Galchenyuk, little backhand pass. Trying to feed Plekanec. It was tipped away. Oduya. Back for Chalmerson. Plekanec got a piece of it on the board, but not enough. And it's brought up ice by Chicago. Here's Oduya on the rush. Johnny Oduya in front, taken away by Gallagher, and he'll throw it back down the ice.
Great back check by Gallagher and Galchenyuk. That was a late developing 3-on-2 that Gallagher backtracked and broke up that play nicely. You took a look at Brandon Gallagher right now. And the Blackhawks earlier, Seabrook does a nice job of fading away. Gets that shot on net. Price, no problems on the first one, but spits the rebound out into the slot, and the Blackhawks had a good opportunity on the rebound.
Van Riemsdyk, pressured by Gallagher, trying to fight him off, and he does. Trevor Van Riemsdyk backhands it around for Rundblad, throwing it on net, stopped by Price for Steed going after it, but Gilbert had him boxed out, trying to get to the net. Here's Gallagher, up for Plekanec. Feeds it across. Galchenyuk brings it in. Backhander on goal, and Crawford steers that aside. Nathan Bolger had a look back to the point and left it there, but Plekanec wasn't there to back him up in time just yet. Bourneval deflecting it in. Rundblad going after it. Bourneval trying to stay on top of Rundblad. He wings it around the glass. Well, Holter in front, stopped by Crawford. Rebound. Bourneval with a chance, and Crawford kicked that one out.
Bourneval with the tip and then the backhand. Almost had his first goal of the season.
Weaver sends it up for Brandon Prust. Goes back for Nathan Bolger. Bolger trying to connect with Bourneval, and it's picked off. There's Richards. Bumped on the play. Trying to knock it down. Prust will fight it out. Malhotra slides it over. Bourneval has got it. Stopped at the line. Jeremy Morin back the other way. He has Richards with him. Morin trying to go back to Richards, and it's poked away on a nice defensive play by Mike Weaver.
Oh, great stick by Mike Weaver. Mikhail Bourneval is going to be thanking him when he gets to the bench, because he's the player that turned that one over.
And the fans didn't like the icing call there. They thought the Hawks were able to get to the puck in time, but it'll end up being an icing call against Montreal.
Take a look at Mike Weaver, and the puck gets turned over in the neutral zone. Weaver does a nice job staying in the middle, and for a smaller type defenseman, he uses a very long stick, and you see the long stick really helped him out on this one, and great play breaking up that 2-on-1.
Brandon Saad up with it for Chicago, feeds it to Van Riemsdyk. He'll fire, and it goes wide. Bounced off the back of the net as Bolger will ring it off the glass, and that gets out. Rundblad hands it off for Van Riemsdyk. Now Rundblad goes over to Richards. Richards skates it in, and he'll throw that one. A hot shot off the boards. Price had to be careful as it went right through the crease. Nathan Bolger hands it off for Rene Bourque. Bourque on his backhand stops, throws it in front. Eller going to the goal, can't get to it. It's picked up by Kane. Patrick Kane will give way to Smith, who's lined up by Subban coming into the Canadian zone. Smith has got it back. Being watched by Markov. Rolled it behind the net, picked off by Subban. Now the two of them will fight for it. Kane is buzzing around looking for it, but it's cleared up off the glass. Chalmerson kept it in deep as he was pinching. Rene Bourque Hands it up for Lars Eller. A little chip pass for Bork, trying to spring Parenteau off his stick, and he'll race after it. Got caught deep with Lars Eller, as Taves will give it back for Chalmerson. Here's Chalmerson dropping to Kane with a shot right off the foot of Gilbert as he blocks it. Kane gets it right back. Patrick Kane for Jonathan Taves. Feeding Chalmerson, tees it up, right on, and Price has got it. No trouble there, and he'll hang on. 11:34 to go in the second. 1-0 Chicago with Canadiens hockey on Sportsnet.
Welcome back to Montreal. Sometimes the best stories come from the other side of the glass. In attendance tonight is John Hawks, the former high school vice principal from Miramichi, New Brunswick, is a lifelong Habs fan. He played varsity hockey with the UNB Red Devils, and he's currently living with ALS. A few weeks ago, John went back to his old high school to speak to the kids about his disease, and his speech was nothing short of inspirational. He said, "I've been told there's nothing that can be done about my ALS, but I'm a fighter, and I'll never give up." He said, "I try to make the best of each day, regardless of the challenge. That's all each of us can do, and that is what each of us must do." John?
Great story, Chantal, and touching, and great to see him here tonight at the Bell Center taking this one in. 1-0 Chicago lead so far. Hossa takes a hit from Yemelin that Plekanec upends Shaw at center ice. Shaw doesn't like it, so he goes back after Plekanec to work him over. Hossa trying to bring it in, and the Hawks get called for an offside as the physical play picks up a little.
As Plekanec just gets a piece of that Chicago Blackhawks player in the neutral zone, and Plekanec, who leads the Montreal Canadiens in goal scoring this year with 5, he's tied with Max Pacioretty. He's been one of the best Montreal players through this early part of the season. Very consistent. We talked about the fact he hasn't had to have as much defensive responsibility so far this season, and you can really tell it's paid off offensively for him.
Shaw will tip it out. Gilbert racing after it. Sharp trying to catch up. Here's Patrick Sharp spinning around, drops it off for Hossa, throwing it towards the goal, and that one's wide. Johnny Oduya fires, kicked up by Price, off his pad, and nearly snuck in the net behind him. That was a close one as it stays out. And that's the second time tonight that puck has come off the boards in that area rather quickly, as Carey Price had a little look over to that area afterwards. Sharp throws it on net, steered away by Price. Patrick Sharp trying to work it as Pacioretty knocked it around the boards, and Dale Weiss is there to get it out. Weiss will slide it in. Trevor Van Riemsdyk up with a puck. Got it up for Versteeg. That's tipped down. Bickle going after it. Bickle being worked over by Subban. Eller got his stick in the way. Now it's tipped down low. Here's Versteeg up with it. Versteeg trying to throw it in front. Scores! Marcus Kruger parked in front, had the puck go off him as he was tied up by Markov. And the Blackhawks take a 2-0 lead on Kruger's first of the year.
A lot of strange bounces going on tonight on both sides of the ice, and for the Canadiens, they're all in good position defensively as Versteeg from the corner just fires it off, and I believe that bounces off Bork and then goes and ricochets off Kruger and beats an unsuspecting Carey Price, who's expecting that puck to come across, so in his slide he has no chance to recover and make the save, as 2 ricochets on that play allow the Hawks to go up 2-0 here.
So now the Canadiens have dug themselves a bit of a hole here once again, as Bickle will deflect it in. Nathan Beaulieu trying to get it out, and that puck was right in front of the bench, and it's too many men on the ice. So a power play coming up when we return, with Chicago leading 2-0.
Montreal Canadiens are going to go on the power play again. It's too many men for the Chicago Blackhawks as David Rundblad jumps the gun a little early and doesn't wait for Nicholas Chalmerson to get off. And those are the types of penalties that drive coaches like Joel Quenneville nuts, and he'll have a word or two for his young defenseman David Rundblad about jumping the gun on that one. You really got to communicate. Guys are hopping over the boards, they're changing on the fly. If you're not paying attention on the bench and calling out who you have, very easy to get too many men on the ice in this league, and you wouldn't think so, but it happens way more times than you think.
Third power play of the night for Montreal. They're down by a pair at home to the Hawks. And off the draw, it is Pacioretty trying to knock it away from Keith. Smith was tied up by Desharnais, but and Smith up with a puck and he'll clear it down the ice.
Had a time to spend a moment with Marian Hossa this morning. We joked about the good old days back in Ottawa when Jacques Martin used to make us practice line changes.
The old line change drill.
He said he hasn't done that one for at least 12 years.
Here's Subban with it. Across for Markov. Markov. Skated into the corner. Now sends it up high to Subban. Over to Desharnais. Fires, and that got blocked. Keith in the lane. Desharnais. Tips it off. Pacioretty had it hop over his stick. Parenteau trying to get to it. Jalmerson there as well.
Hawks are very aggressive on this penalty kill.
And now a penalty coming up here, and this will go to the Canadiens. A holding call will kill the power play as PK Subban will head to the box.
And PK just getting caught on the wrong side of the puck. And he's going to get called for the hold here. And the Hawks, this is what happens when you face a very aggressive penalty kill. And you look at Smith, he's all over Subban. And he doesn't need to reach out because he's got Max Pacioretty covering up for him. Unfortunately, Subban just reaches out and gets caught for the hold.
So we'll see a little 4-on-4 hockey once again here. As Plekanec will square off against Taves. Back down to the Canadian zone. And it's Gilbert that ends up with the puck. Gilbert. Drops it out for Yellen. Back across, and Galchenyuk has got it. Feeds it over to Yellen, he'll dump it in. Crawford back in the net, just bats it around for Seabrook, and he'll hand it off for Taves. Taves out there with Patrick Kane as Jonathan Taves curls away and now looks for a little pass, so he drops it off for Kane. Kane buzzing around, throws a shot to the net, and it's blocked by the stick handle of Price.
That was close, right off the knob.
Kane on it again. Patrick Kane for Jonathan Taves. Backdoor pass brought in. Here's Seabrook over to Taves. Taves trying to center for Kane, going to the net, can't get it there. Keith for Seabrook off his skate as he was headed to the net. And Yellen will drop it back for Gilbert. Can't reach the pass. He has to hustle after it. Now goes back for Yellen. Yellen missed it there as well, but he'll catch up to it at least. Throws it out. It goes off the stick of Saad and in onto the Chicago net as Crawford will hand it off. Now it's a Chicago power play as Patrick Sharp steps out of the box. Here's Brandon Saad with a shot. That missed, and Keith will hustle after it and has to back up with it. Second power play of the night now for Chicago. Duncan Keith handing it off for Patrick Sharp. Sharp cuts in. Trying to feed it across to the wing. Got by Malhotra, so Sharp gets it back in his zone. Hands it up for Keith. Right back for Sharp. Patrick Kane up with it. Kane takes his time. Goes to Sharp. Over to Kane again. Kane waits with it. Hangs on. Now met by Bourneval. He'll send it down low. Shaw back up. Kane for Keith firing, and it's stopped by Price. Patrick Kane hands it up. Here's Sharp in front. Hossa. Great save made by Carey Price again. Another chance. Keith ripped it wide. Hossa jamming it in front. Side door. Price got it across and got a piece of it off Kane again.
My goodness, Carey Price putting on a show.
Puck gets cleared off the glass and out of play, but once again, Carey Price reaching back with the paddle of his stick, denying Chicago a goal and keeping his team in the game.
The Chicago Blackhawks, as you look at Marian Hossa on the bench right now, they have to be shaking their heads, wondering what it's going to take to get the second goal. As they move the puck around, it goes cross ice to Hossa, and somehow Price gets across, but the play continues, and it's Patrick Kane, backdoor, misses the partial empty net, but it all starts with Sharp. Look at the awareness, head up, finds Hossa, and that's the second time now Carey Price has just gotten a paddle on a would-be surefire goal.
Gilbert knocks it back out. Richards on it for Chicago. Pass ahead off the stick of Brandon Saad, and Lars Eller will dump it in. Here's Crawford playing it up onto the wing. Eller trying to get a piece of it. Richards will take it back. Richards throws it in. Yemlin going to get to it. He'll run into Jeremy Moore. Two of them collide in the corner, and Gilbert will hand it off for Lars Eller. Eller, pass up for Bork. Bork trying to throw it in front for Paddleton. Can't get it there in time. Lars Eller throws it to the point. Nobody was there. The Canadiens' defense was on a change. And it ends up all the way back into Montreal's home. Here's Subban. Up for Galchenyuk. Handing it off to Brendan Gallagher. Try to tee it up. That's off the stick of Van Riemsdyk. Plekanec trying to play it. Van Riemsdyk back around the boards. Plekanec got out of the way of that one. Here's Brendan Gallagher with it now. Gallagher to Galchenyuk's side of the goal trying to stuff it in. Galchenyuk feeds Subban. PK Subban with a shot through traffic. That's why.
I like that move by Galchenyuk, trying to take that puck to the net with a nice power move.
Ryan Bickell will dump it in. Nathan Bolger has to go after it. Versteeg there as well. He'll cycle it down low. Bickell and Subban collide. And it's Bickell that comes up with it. Dropping it off. Kruger backhands one in front. Knocked down by Bolger. It ends up on net, and Price had to bat it away with his stick. Versteeg up high for Keith. Keith tees it up, fires, and that one's over the net.
I think Taves just tipped that over the net. That might have a chance of going in.
Just a piece. Price may have even got a little bit of it with his glove. Plekanec on it for Montreal. He'll send it high in the air. Skipping it out at the red line for Gallagher, but he'll head off for the change as Taves will dump it back in.
The Hawks are starting to make another push here.
Nathan Bolger got it to the line. Keith kept it in. Here's Taves back of the goal. Centers for Kane. And that puck got tipped away as Smith was knocked down in front. Taves up high for Duncan Keith. Keith trying to go back across. Weiss got out of the way. Patrick Kane on it again to Seabrook firing. Price got a piece of that through traffic. Taves in the corner looking to play it. Kick free. Hawks have all kinds of pressure in the Canadian zone here. Nathan Bolger has to throw it around the glass and ice it. And now Michel Therrien might have to consider calling the timeout here. Hockey Night in Canada returns for its 62nd season on more channels and with more choice than ever before. Up to 7 nationally televised games every Saturday. Go to sportsnet.ca/schedule to find your game. And of course here this Saturday will be the retirement ceremony of the number 5 for Guy Lapointe here at the Bell Center. The ceremony begins at 6:30 p.m. with the Bell Center doors opening at 5 o'clock. For those of you that will be coming in attendance, make a note of that.
We were talking about Guy Lapointe before the game as you and I sat down. Some of the biggest hands you'll ever shake in Guy Lapointe.
Here's Shaw trying to throw it in front, blocked by Weiss. Shaw's got it back. Shaw went to throw it to the net, off the skates of Malhotra. Marian Hossa tried to play it. Van Riemsdyk comes up with it. Trevor Van Riemsdyk cuts in front, and Price knocked that away with his stick. Pacioretty has got it, but can't get it out. Played it off the skate of Van Riemsdyk. Shaw in on the forecheck, comes up with it. Here's Shaw with a shot, and that one goes over the net on the short side. Van Riemsdyk on it again. The Hawks owning the Canadiens in their own zone right now. Gilbert in the corner, bumped to the play. Then Gilbert's stick came up and caught Shaw in the face, and that does get detected. It'll be a high sticking call that will send the Blackhawks to the power play when we return with Canadiens hockey on Sportsnet.
Well, Andrew Shaw just had a very industrious shift. And first off, you'd think when it's just one Blackhawk versus 2 Canadians, everything's going to be fine. But Shaw just outbattles Pacioretty, and Gilbert ends up getting a chance right in on Carey Price. And then later on, it's Gilbert just a little careless with the stick and extends it with some momentum going backwards and catches Shaw right in the face. And he cut him too, so it's going to be a double minor. Canadians are going to have to kill off a 4-minute penalty here.
Taves won the draw. Sharp for Keith. Handing it off to Patrick Kane. Kane taking his time. Has a look around. Goes back to Keith. Shaw parked in front. Kane back on it. Here's Taves. Hands it off. Sharp fires, and that one missed. Keith trying to hold it in for Taves. Across to Sharp. Back for Keith. Duncan Keith fires. Manny Malhotra got out of the way and blocked it. Keith kept it in. Sharp on it for Patrick Kane. Out for Taves. Back to Kane again. Back for Taves. Here's Keith with it. looks off the shot and will give it to Sharp. Patrick Sharp up for Keith. Over to Taves again. Taves back for Keith. Keith hands it off to Sharp. Had a little trouble with it. Now he's met by Prust. He'll move the puck for Kane. Back up high to Sharp. Patrick Sharp to Patrick Kane. Back for Sharp. Sharp's going to skate it in. Try to go down low, and it's tipped away by Yemelin. Held though by Andrew Shaw. Shaw gets knocked down. Hawks on it again. Kane up with it. Across to Keith, firing, and that one missed. Sharp knocked down by Prust. Right back on it though. He'll hang on to the puck. Sharp taking his time. Feeding it for Jonathan Taves. Sharp up high. Kane fires. That hit a body in front. Bouncing puck. Sharp trying to settle it down. Brandon Prust will get to it. Kane holds it in though at the line.
Well, Prust has to make sure that puck gets out.
Sharp tries the shot on the short side. Blocked by Price. And now it's Yemelin getting in the way of Andrew Shaw. Two of them fight for the puck. Weaver comes in to help out. Yemelin falls down, and Shaw will send it up for Duncan Keith. Keith plays it across for Richards. Taves has lost his helmet in front of the net. Here's Kane with a shot. That one missed. Richards back on it. Sends it around to Taves. Knocks it up for Seabrook. Seabrook back down low. Shaw has got it. Rolling it over to Richards. Final minute of play here in the second. Richards takes his time with it. Goes up high. Seabrook over to Brandon Saad, and that shot gets deflected over the glass and out of play.
Another nice block by Manny Malhotra, who blocked another shot earlier. And the Hawks showing some excellent puck movement, but it's all about moving the puck quickly and precisely. And I think that's Weaver who ends up getting a piece of that one. And Mike Weaver, who's done a great job on the penalty kill all season long for the Canadians. Heading into the game, they were 8th in the NHL in penalty kill, and the PK has been a bright spot for the Canadians this year.
Weaver had to nearly duck to get his head out of the way of that one. And they don't like the draws, so they'll do it again.
The Hawks, they zipped that puck around, and it looks like the power play is really in sync, but the Canadians, they're going to let them move the puck all they want on the outside, and Carey Price will be able to handle those shots from the outside as long as he can see them.
Tangle up off the draws. Subban has got it. He'll fire it around the glass. That one will make it all the way down the ice. Seabrook back to get it. Being watched by Plekanec. Seabrook drops it off as Richards will start back out. Feeds it up for Hossa. In over the line. Trying to go to the net. Price will lift it away. Pacioretty sends it to the point. Seabrook kept it in. Hossa across to Richards, firing. Price has got it, and he'll hang on. A little bit of traffic in front.
Canadians fortunate there. Max Pacioretty with a chance to clear the puck, and end on end again. The puck was rolling, and he wasn't able to clear it. And Richards gets the nice shot from the point, but Canadians defense doing a nice job of clearing the traffic out in front and letting their goaltender Carey Price see the puck. He's going to make the save when he can see it every single time.
Brad Richards in his 995th career game tonight, tracking in on 1,000. Here's Brandon Saad with a shot, and Price saw that one all the way, and he stands up to glove it.
Yeah, Subban doing a nice job of boxing out Chris Versteeg as he's trying to get to the front of the net. That's what the Hawks like to do on their power play. They don't necessarily have a forward that's just going to stand there at all times. He stays in the corner, and when the point shot comes, he races to the front of the net and gets a late screen. So if you're not aware, that forward can sneak in behind you.
Scramble off the draw as Subban ends up on top of Taves. Keith has got it. Over to Patrick Sharp. Back for Keith. Tried the shot. Malhotra got his stick in the way. Taves shoots. That got blocked. Subban will take it to the corner. And time expires in period number 2.
Strange period for the Canadians. A lot of bouncing pucks, and it was the Blackhawks that got their second goal on a puck that bounced twice before it eventually beat Carey Price, who had absolutely no chance on that second goal.
22-19, the shots favoring the Hawks. And a goal by Marcus Kruger has Chicago up 2-0 after 40. Chicago has a lead heading into the third period for just the third time this year. They're 2-0 and they have so far. This is the 8th time the Canadians have trailed heading into the third. 3-3-1 is their record when in that situation after 40. And they are in that situation once again because the Chicago Blackhawks really turned up the heat in the second period, especially when it came to the shots. Peppering Carey Price with 17.
Yeah, if not for Carey Price, this could easily be a 3 or 4-0 game right now for the Blackhawks. The Blackhawks made a big push in the second period all over the Montreal Canadiens, and Price, that was early on in the first period with a spectacular blocker save, and the Hawks just seemed to pepper shot after shot on those power plays, especially the 4-minute advantage where Price had to be spectacular. Just so solid in there, makes those tough saves look easy, and he had a couple of those stick saves that I don't know how he got a paddle on, but he was good enough to keep this a 2-0 hockey game.
17, 8 shots in the second favoring the Blackhawks, as the only goal of that period came from Marcus Kruger, with Versteeg and Rundblad getting the assists. And Joel Quenneville was stressing the importance to his team, but they've got to get on track right now, and of course looking for their first win here in Montreal since 2001. They're 0-3-3 in the 6 games since that win back on December 3rd, going back 13 years ago. But you know, in the Western Conference right now, you really can't afford to lose a lot of ground with how good it is. And Quenneville stressing to his team this week that we've got to make sure we're picking up points right now and get back on track doing the good things we need to do.
There's so many good teams out in the Western Conference, and you wouldn't think the Blackhawks right now are in 10th place, but tonight they don't look like a 10th place hockey club.
Speaking with Eddie Olczyk before the game, saying the same thing. The team knew coming into tonight it was going to be a big game for both clubs, and Chicago wanted to be prepared to come with the intensity and look for those 2 points. Here's Kane sending it in. Hawks continue on a power play for another 36 seconds. Well, you can forget about that because there's a hooking penalty right here to Jonathan Toews, and we'll go to 4-on-4. And we might have... Yeah, they're both going to go. I was going to say, it looks like they're bringing off an embellishment call on Brandon Prust as well.
This is about the 3rd or 4th time this year we've seen an embellishment call. And that's what it's going to be again. And we're going to see, as you watch it right there, and it's something the league's trying to crack down on. And I tell you what, I don't mind the fact they're doing that. And Prust just gave it a little bit of an extra. The penalty was coming, and anytime you fling your head back, like we saw Prust do earlier, the refs are now on that, and they're going to call that.
So it will continue to be a power play here for Chicago for 35 seconds, but it will be a 4-on-3 here. And they've got it all sorted out as Eric Furlan and Brad Meyer head over. No, they're going to make it 5-on-4, and that's what the question was there. Who should be out?
And that's the Canadians have to be happy about that. 5-on-4, a lot easier to kill off than a 4-on-3.
Now Joel Quenneville getting told as well, throw another player out, so Seabrook will hop the boards.
A lot of times, too, on the power play, a 4-on-3 is easier to do than a 5-on-3 because you got less guys out there and you make things less complicated.
Shaw won the draw. Keith into the cross from Seabrook, held it in at the line, and it's Shaw that'll ring around. Broke it up. Here's Shaw getting it back for Seabrook. Seabrook off for Hossa. Hossa down low. Kane has got it. Back up for Keith off his stick, and that puck will bounce out. Keith being watched by Bonneval. Hands it across for Seabrook. Seabrook wants to dump it in. Hit Yemelin. Comes right to Hossa. Tried to feed it across for Kane. Passers in behind him. Plekanec will bat it off the boards. Getting it by Keith and down the ice. Race for it here as Pacioretty tries to get in quickly. It's Seabrook. And hands it across. Kruger feeds it up. Bickle with it. Bickle going in front. Markov can't get to it. Kruger will chip it in off the glass, and then Dale Weiss runs into his man. Here's Weiss with a pad save as Weiss will deflect it back for Subban. PK Subban hands it off for Max Pacioretty. Power play is over as Pacioretty tries to find a little room through center and does. Pacioretty can't drag it in as he was stopped by Hjalmarsson. Subban after it again, but that's an icing call against Chicago. Follow Sportsnet on Twitter for real-time scores and highlight video updates from around the league every game night at Sportsnet, the new home of the NHL.
Chicago seems to be jumping to loose pucks a lot quicker than the Canadiens early on in this third period. And they look like a team that knows where they want to go right now, and they've had tremendous jump all night long.
Puck goes into the corner now. Lars Eller trying to bat it away from Oduya. Subban held it in. Rene Bourque has got it. Bourque throws it back to Subban. PK Subban trying to get it towards the net. Paneto couldn't get a deflection. Markov drops it back. Here's Bourque firing. That got blocked in front. And Versteeg will lead it back out for Chicago. Chris Versteeg sends it into the Canadian zone, and Markov is after it. Richards lifts it off the glass. Puck swung back for Van Riemsdyk. Dumps it in down low. It hopped over the stick of Richards. Markov trying to get to it. Lars Eller there as well. Here's Sharp throwing it. Oh, no, they score! Richards poked right in front, deflects it in. And the Hawks take a 3-0 lead.
The Blackhawks again out battling the Canadiens down low in their own zone, getting to loose pucks. It's Brandon Saad that just puts it back to Patrick Sharp. He just rips a quick wrister at the net. Look at Brad Richards parked right in front of Carey Price, gets a stick on it, and I believe he tips that by Price, who didn't have much of a chance on that one. Great job by Richards, just getting in front and getting a stick on it, and not a Montreal Canadian in sight to deal with Richards in front of the net.
There was not a lot of room there for Richards to find a hole over the short side shoulder of Carey Price, but he does.
The Hawks are just keeping things simple. They're dumping pucks in and winning races.
Here's Galchenyuk. Across for Gilbert. Knocked over his stick. And Yemlin will poke it back for Gallagher. Chalmerson pulls it up. Kane will deflect it away, and that puck will come back out. Yemlin trying to find it. Smith tied him up. That allows Taves to break in, but he's knocked off stride by Gallagher. Gilbert off for Yemlin. Alexei Yemlin will clear it off the glass, and that skips over the stick of Johnny Oduya, and he's got to go back to get it. Johnny Oduya feeds it up for Sharp. Little pass ahead. Shaw trying to catch up to it. Weaver stopped it on the boards, and now it is cleared out. Reese trying to get to it. Keith will knock it away. Pacioretty hands it off for Desharnais, but it hopped over his stick, and Sharp will bring it right back in. Sharp, nice move to the net. Great save made by Price as he got the pad out on Hossa. Keith fires. That's off a skate in front. Shaw trying to get it for Hossa. Pacioretty is here. Max Pacioretty got it up for Desharnais. He's on his own, entering the Chicago zone, gets stopped, and Sharp will clear it back out the shot.
Four Hawks back on the back check. Nowhere for Desharnais to go.
That puck bounced off the leg of Nathan Beaulieu, and he'll hop to the goal as Price stops it to cover it up and hold on for a whistle.
I want to go back and show you how this last goal happens for the Hawks. Look at this. No play at the blue line, so what do? They chip it in deep, and Richards gets on his horse and retrieves that puck. Later on in that shift, that dump in leads to this goal. Comes back around the boards to Sharp, throws it at the net, and Richards tips it in. But that whole goal is started from a smart chip by the Chicago Blackhawks.
Lindblad will send it in deep. Now it is brought out of the corner. Kruger trying to slide it on net. Price will block that one and hold on as Subban tries to clear the traffic in front. Brandon Prust will get involved. Brian Bickle in there as well, and a crowd will ensue.
You would think when you think of the Chicago Blackhawks that they're a puck possession team with all this skill, all this talent, that they would be a team that likes to carry the puck in the zone a lot. But from what I've seen tonight, yeah, they'll carry the puck in from time to time, but they're a very smart team at recognizing when they're outnumbered, and it's a time when there's a time to carry and there's a time to chip the puck in. And for the Canadians, they've turned the puck over far too often to the blue line. You watch Chicago play, it's a very simple, structured game tonight.
Mike Weaver brings it around the boards. Too far for Prust. It's out of his reach. And the Canadians will get called for icing here.
You look at Mike Weaver, who again, and Manny Malhotra. Two players that I think have been, I'm not going to call Weaver, he was a late season addition last year, but he's been tremendous on the penalty kill. Great shot blocker, and we all know Malhotra has been excellent in the face-off circle.
And he helps win this one as Alexei Yemlin will get it off the glass, high in the air. It'll skip to center, and the Hawks regain control. Versteeg leading the rush back in. Chris Versteeg with a shot, blocked by Weaver. Borneval's got the puck. Now has to hang on to it as he feeds it across for Yemlin. Back up for Brandon Trust. Trust carries it in. Stops, throws it on net. And Crawford's got that one. And he'll hold on as the Canadians finally get their first shot on net here in the third period.
With the amount of times the Blackhawks have chipped pucks in, you saw earlier now Montreal's D starts to back in. That's what happens. It's called softening up the other team's defense. If you chip the puck in all night, defensemen are going to think you're going to do that, and eventually they'll back in. Then you can start to carry pucks in the zone, and Chicago's done a nice job of recognizing when the right time to chip pucks in, when the right time to carry pucks in is.
Thomas Plekanec up with it now as he'll swing it around. Subban has to hustle after it. Kane trying to get there quickly. Subban will send it low. Galchenyuk up the boards, gets cut off. Patrick Kane will find it. Kane sends it across for Johnny Oduya. Oduya high in the air, knocked down by Markov. It's in his feet, can't get to it. Patrick Kane does. Here's Kane sending it to the corner. Plekanec is there, rolling it back up the boards where Kane blocked it. Jonathan Toews right back down behind the net. Smith trying to get to it and does. Hands it off for Kane. Kane has a look around, tried to throw it to the net. Subban will dive and just got enough of it to help it out over the blue line. Hawks have to clear the zone. Subban right back on it for Montreal. PK Subban to Nathan Beaulieu. Beaulieu in stride, gets in the Chicago zone with a backhander on net, blocked by Crawford. Now he's got to hustle back as the Hawks turn it the other way. Pass for Jeremy Morin got over his stick, and Chicago will get called for icing.
Well, we talked about Corey Crawford earlier on in our broadcast being the Rodney Dangerfield in the NHL. He never gets any respect. But look at him over the last 4 years as far as winning percentage for goaltenders goes. He's number 2 overall in the NHL in the last 4 years. Pretty good numbers for a very underrated goaltender.
Nathan Beaulieu had trouble with the bouncing puck at the line there. Gilbert laid it back in. Beaulieu off for Gilbert. Tom Gilbert moves it over to Rene Bourque. He'll hand it across to Lars Eller. Eller trying to get out of the zone and forced to chop it into the Hawks' end and gets called for icing again.
Well, it's not going to get any easier for the Montreal Canadiens here in the last 13 minutes of this hockey game. I suspect that the Hawks are just going to sit back with 4 guys and make Montreal come 200 feet every single time. I think we might see a few more icings as Chicago tries to slow this game down a little bit.
Beaulieu bats it behind the net. Gilbert played it across for Reese. Up on the wing, and it's Lars Eller that'll start back out. Knocking it into the Hawk zone. Crawford leaves it there as Eller comes into the forecheck, trying to bat it away. But Shaw won the battle, got it to the line. It's through the feet of Yemlin, and here's Sharp with Hossa. 2-on-1. Weaver back. Sharp to Hossa. Hangs on. He doesn't have a shot. Now hands it off for Shaw. Hedonto all over Shaw. Shaw sends it down for Hossa up high, and it's Rundblad that'll bat it back in. Sharp trying to get to it. Pacioretty is on it. And Sharp is hurt back behind the play. He's slow to get up. Here comes Pacioretty cutting in, but he gets stopped, and now they'll get the whistle as Sharp is still back down behind the play and can't get up on his own power right now. He'll get attended to, and we'll step aside with a 3-0 Hawks lead in Montreal.
We're going to see right here, Alexei Yemlin comes in. Looks like an innocent-looking play on Patrick Sharp where he just goes to finish his check. And Sharp immediately goes down, and I think Yemlin just catches him in the right knee, possibly his MCL. It's one of those innocent-looking plays where you get the knee against the boards. Yemlin comes in, and I think his knee hit Sharp's knee, and Sharp had to be helped off, and we'll wait for an update on him, but it's one of those plays where it looks very innocent, but sometimes those innocent plays can be the worst ones.
So Sharp has gone to the box, or pardon me, to the dressing room. Hossa has gone to the box for slashing, and the Canadians are on a power play here as well as the puck gets fired off the boards and down the ice.
This is a big power play for Montreal. They want to get back in this hockey game. It has to start right now on this power play, being down 3-0.
Markov turns back in his own zone. Now wants to start up ice, and he will. Here comes Markov for Plekanec. Across for Gallagher. Hopped over his stick, and Brandon Saad will clear it. Subban up with the puck. Fans getting a little restless here at the Bell Center as Subban will dump it in. Bork trying to get through it. Tangled up with Little Tuya. Pacioretty to the line for Subban. Across to Markov. Markov try to throw it in front. It comes over to Pacioretty. Max Pacioretty hands it across. Subban shot off the mask of Crawford. Pacioretty trying to get it for Desharnais. Pacioretty's got it again to PK Subban. Subban moves to the middle, looks to the net, hands it off. Markov fires, blocked by Seabrook, and Brandon Saad will clear the puck down the ice. Price out of the net. He'll set it up for Subban. And the Canadians turn right back up ice again. PK Subban gets to the Chicago line, threw it in the middle. Chalmerson batted it away, and he'll clear it down the ice. Here's Gilbert. Starting back out. Tom Gilbert plays it across for Manny Malhotra. Malhotra will dump it in. Nathan Bolger trying to get to it. Chalmerson looked to clear. Hossa's out of the box. The power play is over. Malhotra for Brandon Prust. Prust trying to get it across for Malhotra. Broken up. Porneval on it again. Porneval checked on the play by Brandon Saad. Trying to hold it down in the corner here to get some assistance from Prust. Now does. He'll bat it out front. And Bolger going to the, or Malhotra checked that going to the net. It knocked it with his hand, but it went wide. Gilbert hands it off for Bolger. Now back for Gilbert. Gilbert gets to center, and he'll send it into the Hawk zone. Brandon Prust into the forecheck. Plekanec there as well. It's Galchenyuk that blocks it with his skate, but brought back out by Jonathan Toews. Toews gains the line, leaves it for Kane. Handing it across. Here's Van Riemsdyk with it. Back up high. Versteeg with a chance. Throws it in front, and Toews was knocked down by Subban.
Just such quick puck movement by the Blackhawks.
Rundblad throws it towards the net. Stopped by Price. Toews jamming out of Price. A save, and he'll keep it out with traffic all around the Montreal crease.
Wow, when the Hawks get the zone, they just tic-tac that puck around. And the Canadians get running around a little confused in their own zone as the Hawks take the puck off the boards here. We're going to watch a nice quick shot, and Price does a good job. Just so calm in there. The defenseman let him see the puck. And a pretty easy save for Price right there. But what puck movement by the Blackhawks entering the zone.
3-0, Chicago leading as we hit the midway mark here of the third period. Goals tonight from Toews, Kruger, and Richards. Here's Gallagher handing it off for Thomas Plekanec. Trying to gain the line, fell down, and the Hawks get it right back.
Montreal has to chip that puck in and get a forecheck going.
Brandon Saad works it back to Oduya. Up quickly to Richards. Brad Richards works his way in the zone. Richards in front for Jeremy Moore, and then Weaver got a piece of that. Alex Galchenyuk back the other way. He'll slide it in. Oduya going after it. Takes a hit from Gallagher. Jeremy Moore will bring it back up ice for Chicago. Played it across for Richards. Richards tried to backhand one in front. Gilbert knocked it away. Bork hands it off for Parenteau. P.A. Parenteau trying to get by, driving the net with a backhander blocked by Crawford. Lars Eller for Nathan Bolger. Bolger will throw it in down low, hopped over the stick of Parenteau. Eller comes across to help out, runs into Van Riemsdyk and knocked his bonnet loose. Richards trying to escape Parenteau's check. Bolger pinching in. But Versteeg is there to clear it out, and that'll force Bourque to throw it across to Gilbert.
Nice shift by the Canadians there. It all started with getting the puck in deep, though.
Nathan Beaulieu trying to move the puck. That got blocked. Gilbert wants to chip it out. Eller hands it across for Beaulieu, and Nathan Beaulieu will take it back behind his own net. Gilbert's on it. Drops it back for Beaulieu. Canadians reset. Now they'll start back up ice. Pacioretty to flex it in. Weiss going after it. Keith has a look over his shoulder. Slides it across for Seabrook. That one got away from him though. But Kane is there to help out. Pacioretty dug it out of the pile, but it came to Seabrook. He'll throw it across for Duncan Keith. And the Hawks will get it back in. Markov. 1-2 by Shaw. Played up on the boards. It's Weiss got it out. Here's Pacioretty with Desharnais 2-on-1. Pacioretty shoots. Crawford the save. And the puck gets blown, or the puck was loose at least. And they got the whistle. Canadians can't capitalize with Chicago up 3-0 with Canadians hockey on Sportsnet, presented by Rogers.
Montreal Canadiens earlier on it's Max Pacioretty that gets sprung on the 2-on-1. And you watch right here, Subban gets the puck up, and it's Dale Weiss with a nice little backhand chip. Pacioretty picks it up. I like the quick shot. He's shooting for a rebound there, and the puck's loose, and kind of a quick whistle there. As I don't think Crawford saw it, and that puck was lying around in the slot, and the Canadians weren't happy that was blown down so quickly.
Although Patrick Kane was there to swipe it away in time nonetheless.
I like the chip by Weiss to spring Pacioretty. Real smart play in the neutral zone.
Scramble off the draw. Desharnais gets it for Subban. Try to play it in off the skate of the official as Pacioretty's backhander got away from Weiss. Here's Markov with it. Tees it up. Shot through traffic. Stopped by Crawford. Hjalmarsson will clear it. Kane plays it out for Taves. Jonathan Taves working his way in. Taves center scores. Patrick Kane. What a play. What a goal as Kane finishes it off.
It's Kane who eventually finishes this one off, but it's Jonathan Taves displaying unbelievable strength, and he gets a step on, I believe, Andrei Markov, and then does the smart thing. Watch right here. It's just a little shuffle to the middle of the ice, protects the puck. Carey Price has to respect the fact that Jonathan Taves is in a shooting position. Price has no chance as that puck's just slidden across to Patrick Kane, and Dale Weiss gets caught on the wrong side of the puck and isn't able to tie up Patrick Kane's stick, and he just directs that in. But that play was all Jonathan Taves. Boy, what strength to protect that puck.
Here's Plekanec going after it now in the Hawks zone with Chicago up 4-0. Gallagher trying to poke it in front, but it is Keith that plays it across, and Richards will dump it in. Nathan Beaulieu cleared it up off the glass, and that one hit the netting, and that'll get a whistle in the Montreal zone. But
it's been almost surgeon-like what the Hawks have been able to do tonight to the Montreal Canadiens. I can't remember the amount of times they've made mistakes in their own zone, and when they have, Corey Crawford's been solid. But if you take a look at Patrick Kane, who finished off that play by Jonathan Taves, the Hawks have just, when the Canadians have made mistakes, the Hawks have made them pay for them. They've really capitalized on their opportunities.
Kane from Taves and Hjalmarsson. There's Malhotra going after in the Chicago zone. Seabrook knocks it away. Bourneval trying to get to it. Bourneval fighting off Duncan Keith. Keith lost his stick in the process. Bourneval swings it back in the net, got away from Prost. Nathan Beaulieu on net, and it's blocked by Crawford, and the Hawks will get it to the line, but not out. Malhotra tipped it in, but Keith is here with a long feed up for Richards. Richards hands it off. Jeremy Morin with a chance, and Price got a piece of that. Desharnais back the other way. Tangled up with Kruger. And now Morin will turn it back up ice for Chicago and dump it in.
The Canadians, it seems they keep attacking the Hawks blue line with one player. It's a 1-on-3, and the Hawks always come. It's usually a 3-on-2.
Puck lifted up high off the air, and that one actually went off the skate of Brad Kovacic, the linesman, and he kicked it into the Montreal bench and out of play.
It was Jonathan Toews and Patrick Kane who hooked up for the 4th goal tonight, and it's been Jonathan Toews and Patrick Kane have been doing the damage for the Chicago Blackhawks since the time they came into the league. And you look at these career numbers so far, over 1,000 games between the two of them. Look at the playoff points, the 20-goal season, and not to mention the 2 Stanley Cups.
Here's Desharnais chasing the puck down, trying to get away from Rundblad in the Chicago zone. Weaver drops it off as Parenteau tries to get to it. Can't do it. Pacioretty comes in and lays a body out on Marcus Kruger in the corner. And it comes free. Yemelin's got it, tees it up, but it's off the stick of Rundblad to the corner.
That's a real good jive by Pacioretty, getting in hard on the forecheck.
Versteeg back the other way for Chicago. Versteeg now has been credited with the second Hawks goal as he throws it towards Bigelow, and it's tipped wide. Versteeg backhander scores! Price got caught up in the play, caught out of the net. Versteeg had a chance for the backhander in the wide open cage. He'll lift it in for his second of the night. And it's 5-0 Chicago.
Well, the Canadiens are starting to become unglued now, and the gaps have been getting bigger and bigger all night long for the Canadiens. And this is what happens when you get down 4 goals, now 5. You start to give up the neutral zone. The Canadiens back in, and that allows all this time and space for the Blackhawks. And Versteeg, who's left wide open, goes forehand, backhand, and lifts it in the open net.
So the rout is on here tonight at the Bell Center as the Hawks looking for their first win here in Montreal since 2001. Are trying to do it in dominating fashion as that puck hits the Chicago bench and goes out of play. Tough night for Michel Therrien, the Canadiens on home ice. Montreal Canadiens hockey on Sportsnet is presented by Rogers. Well, not exactly the happiest of birthdays for the Canadiens head coach Michel Therrien today, who's seeing his team trail 5-0 here on home ice to Chicago. And they'll get on the plane right after the game tonight to head to Buffalo for a date with the Sabres tomorrow night. And that'll be the first time they'll face their former captain Brian Gionta and Josh Gorges as well.
And you might think that's going to be an easy game, but it's never easy when you're facing a team that's playing with that nothing-to-lose attitude.
And no doubt Gorges and Gionta will be giving their teammates a little extra incentive for tomorrow night. And
oh yeah,
game will no doubt see Dustin Tokarski play in for Montreal. Galchenyuk chips it back for Weaver. Mike Weaver sends it around for Alexei Yemelin. Yemelin starting back out. Gets it up ahead at center and will lift it into the corner as Malhotra is after it behind the Chicago net. Knocked away though by Van Riemsdyk. Rundblad played it back out. Brandon Prust got a piece of it, and Bourneval will bat it back for Yemelin. Here's Prust across from Malhotra under his skate. Malhotra will take it back for the Canadiens, giving way to Alexei Yemelin. Weaver over to Yemelin. Up ahead, and Malhotra will deflect it in. Crawford out of the net. He'll stop it, play it in the corner. Brandon Prust trying to get in the way, but it is brought out by Richards. Brad Richards with a backhander, blocked by Bourneval, and he'll dump it right back in. There's Rundblad. Pass across into the skates of Brian Bickle. Now the Hawks will dump it in as Versteeg sends it in. Carey Price blocking it. Kruger on it out, checked by Gilbert. Versteeg back on the puck. Tangled up by Desharnais. He's got it caught in his skates. Versteeg pulls it out, trying to float it to the point for Seabrook. Batted out of the air by Pacioretty. Kruger throwing it in front. Versteeg can't catch up to it. Here's Seabrook. Back down low. Kruger tangled up with Gilbert. Nathan Bolger played it up on the wing, and Pacioretty will hand it off as Parenteau will send it back in the Chicago zone. Keith knocks it out. Markov is on it. Andre Markov played it over to Subban. Up for Pacioretty, and he'll dump it in. Seabrook going after it. Markov takes it around, hands it up for Gallagher. Gallagher trying to deflect it for Plekanec. Got knocked down. Now Gallagher brings it in, but can't get any further. Hossa will turn it back the other way. Hossa driving the net. He's in. Stopped by Price. Marian Hossa got the extra little step of the play there and had the opportunity.
Hossa used a very long stick. His stick is about 6 feet long, and you saw him use it to his advantage.
Puck gets tipped away by Gallagher and packed down the ice as Hjalmarsson goes after it. Under 2 minutes to go in this one, with the Blackhawks leading 5-0. Puck gets dumped in. Brandon Prust is after it. Prust trying to get to it. It's tipped away. Rundblad feeds it back into his own zone. Weaver knocks it into the Chicago end. Van Riemsdyk cross for Rundblad, and now it is Brad Richards that'll bring it in. Richards throws it on net, gloved by Price, and he'll hold on. Doesn't want to go anywhere with that one. Scotiabank Wednesday night hockey tomorrow night from Buffalo as the Habs and Sabres, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, coast to coast on Sportsnet. As the Habs will be looking to bounce back from this one tonight.
Well, when you lose 5-0, like tonight, there's nothing better than jumping right on the horse and playing the very next night.
Here's Parenteau with a long shot in.
Nothing worse, John, than getting blown out and having 3 or 4 days between games. I've been there before. And it's not fun.
Desharnais can't cut out front. Brennan Saad is there, and he'll hand it off for Jeremy Moore. Moore down the ice, dropping it for Richards. Shot kicked up with a skate of Price. Richards tried to send it in front. Parenteau is there. Feeds it across. Desharnais cuts in the Chicago zone, but it's taken away. Richards on it again. Here's Seabrook lifting it into the Canadian zone. Kruger going after it. Takes a hit on the play. Versteeg tried to get a shot. Can't do it. And Plekanec will clear it out. Galchenyuk going after it. Chipped in by Gallagher, and that is offside there with 15 seconds to go in this one.
Well, you take a look at Alex Galchenyuk, and for the most part, he's had a very good start to this season. Has had some great chemistry with Thomas Plekanec. Tonight again, though, it's back-to-back games where not much has gone right for the Montreal Canadiens, and as a man, they'll be happy when this one's over.
Gallagher trying to center in front for Galchenyuk. Plekanec with a chance. Shot right on it. Crawford makes the save. And for the first time since 2001, the Chicago Blackhawks have won in Montreal as Corey Crawford picks up his 11th career shutout and the first goose egg since March 19th against St. Louis.
Well, it was all Chicago Blackhawks since from the drop of the puck, and just a surgeon-like performance by Jonathan Toews and company. Corey Crawford was excellent, and Chicago Blackhawks probably their most complete game of this early season.
Jonathan Toews won a night. Corey Crawford maintains his no regulation loss career record against Montreal and gets his first shutout against the Canadiens as well, and has family and friends in the building tonight as the Hawks bounce back from not being able to score against Winnipeg with 5 on the board tonight against the Canadiens, who have now dropped 2 in a row at home. When you go back to Calgary, have given up 11 goals in the last 2 games.
Amazing how this game goes. The story here was Chicago couldn't score. That wasn't the case this evening.
Jonathan Toews, the game winner, was the first goal of the night. Brad Richards, outstanding effort for Chicago as well. And Chateauguay native Corey Crawford getting the shutout in this win. Your 3 stars of this one here tonight. And now the Canadiens have the Buffalo Sabres to deal with tomorrow night and have to find a way to get back into the groove that they seem to have lost.
And like I said earlier, always a good thing when you have a game like this that you immediately get that game tomorrow night, and the Buffalo Sabres couldn't come any sooner.
Blackhawks win it 5-0 the final here tonight. For all of us, thanks for watching Canadiens Hockey on Sportsnet.